Hey, what's up? I haven't made a video in a very long time, but I don't know, felt like getting back into it. Anyway, most of you may realize that this is Dark Souls 1. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I don't know, felt like making a video on it. Well, let's see how it goes. I haven't played this in a really long time, but I thought I might give it a shot. Now, for any of you that know about Dark Souls, you may be, judging me for playing a pyromancer, saying like, why are you playing the best class? I've played this a lot. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while, so I'm probably going to be terrible. There are people out there that can defeat the Silent Demon using only their bare ankles. I'm not one of those people. I'm going to use all of my weapons, I'm going to use fireballs, I'm going to cheese the shit out of it. But hey, that's just me. No, I'm not having any of you right now. See ya. Can't wait to fight you 2 more times throughout this game. Screw your bonfire. Yoink. Hello, worst shield in the game. Oh. Matrix. Come back here, you little shit. You can't get away from me. And again. Oh! Alright. Backstabbed him so hard with an axe I saw into oblivion. Anyway, so I don't know. Ah! Shit. Alright. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while. Well, anyway. Yeah, no.
Regrettably.
I've talked to this friendo quite a few times. I do not need to hear his dialogue. Yeah, if you hear you clicked on this video, which is unlikely considering the fact that I think I have like 2 subscribers. But if you clicked on this video expecting some sort of, I don't know, full playthrough where I listen to everyone and go through the dialogue and watch all the cutscenes, that's not what this is going to be. I've been through this game many times, and to be fair, it's older than probably a lot of people are. At least it's not as old as Demon Souls. But anyway, I assume anybody who's watching this has probably already seen all the stuff for Dark Souls. Or if you haven't, then you probably don't care enough to actually want me to sit through all this stuff. But anyway, I remember when I first got this game for the PlayStation 3. I think I was 14 or 15 at the time. And I was just awful at it. I did not know what was going on. I didn't look up any playthroughs or anything. And subsequently I was the worst at it. I think I got the Taurus Demon, and yeah, I just used the drop attack. I realized what I did. I know that's a bit scummy. But anyway, first time I played, I think I got the Taurus Demon, which for those of you who don't know is the second boss in the game. And I completely just died a million times to it. And that's saying something too, because not only did I die to that a million times, but it also took me like 4 days to even get to the Taurus Demon, which I had a really hard time getting past the first area of the game, which is pretty depressing. But anyway, I was just so infuriated with this game and was convinced that it was just the worst piece of crap out there. I just dropped it for several years, and then I decided to pick it back up one day when it was on, when it came out on Steam, and it was ported to the PC. And then I saw what an utter piece of garbage it was for the PC, and then proceeded not to play it for another few years. And then I
In the
Oh, yeah.
ancient legends, it is stated that one day
And Velka. Anyway, moving on. I know what Lord Ryan is. Anyway, I thought it was the worst piece of garbage ever, and that worst piece of garbage ever was then ported to the PC in one of the worst ports I've ever seen. But then, one day I was just sitting around doing nothing. I just finished, what game had I just finished? I think I just finished Witcher 2 and felt a void in my life. And saw Dark Souls in my library and decided, you know what, I'm actually going to get it to work because, I don't know, it seems like it could be a lot of fun. So I ended up fixing the PC version, getting it out of its garbage state. And I then proceeded to spend the next 2 weeks playing nothing but Dark Souls for about 5 hours a day. And overall I think I have almost 300 hours set in this game. I don't know, I just got kind of addicted. And then I was very, very disappointed when I picked up Dark Souls 2 after completing Dark Souls 1 about 8 times. I was just horribly disappointed with what I found in that game. Nothing was good. It just made me sad. The world wasn't the same. The enemies weren't the same. The backstabs weren't the same. I love the backstabs in this game. One of the most satisfying things ever. Almost as satisfying as parries, but I don't trust my abilities after this long of a hiatus from this game. But honestly, I was actually pleasantly surprised with Dark Souls 3. It was kind of back to the original Dark Souls. I mean, not nearly as good, but I'm pretty sure that's just my nostalgia speaking. But who knows, maybe my thoughts are valid in that way. The one thing I know that I like from Dark Souls 3 is the sheer amount of weapon variety. Basically, if you know Dark Souls 1, there's basically 5 weapons you can use. I mean, anything other than those 5 weapons, you're kind of... Nice camera angle. Anything other than those 5 weapons, then you're basically just directly handicapping yourself. Which isn't great. I gotta admit, that's not a great part of this game. But, what lacks in weapon variety in terms of what's ideal, it makes up for in what's fun. I know for a fact that, I know for a fact that one of the worst weapons in the game, which might be Smo's hammer, also is coincidentally ridiculously fun to use. But I'm not going to do something that handicaps myself. I'm not going to use one of the best weapons, but I'm going to use my favorite weapon in the entire game, which I'm going to get right now. Can't use it yet, because my stats suck because I'm like level 4 at this point. Oh yeah. These were the main source of my grief when I first played through this game, and probably the main reason why I thought it was the worst game ever. I just could not kill these guys. I did not know that I could kick, or what kicking did, and every now and then I would do it by accident, and then while I was in the recovery frames of it, I would just get murdered by, I don't know, rats or something. But those spear guys with their constant shields and their 1-for-1 tracking,
Well now, you seem to have your
it was
wits
just the
about you.
worst. I don't care what you have to say. I don't know. Do I care about anything that you have? I don't think so. I do kind of want the repair box. I'll probably save up for the repair box. In case you're wondering, he has my favorite weapon in the game. For those of you that know what weapon that is, then I'll let you know. For those of you that don't, you'll find out when I murder him. Oh, whoops. Yeah. For those of you that don't know about this game, that may be a little shocked that I'd just murder a random NPC. That's fully permitted in this game. Sometimes encouraged. There's one specific NPC that you definitely want to murder as soon as possible. He's a dick. It makes the first bonfire that the first major bonfire of the Firelink Shrine. Makes it absolutely useless until you do a long-ass quest line that takes you to like halfway through the game before you can use Firelink Shrine again. You have to do this whole thing where you invade this world. You gotta... No, why am I going this way? Invade this world, you have to fight 3 people at once. If you lose, then it sucks. When all of that could be avoided, and you can get one of the best rings in the game. A boring item, granted, but it's really, really good. I wasn't even locked onto you. Watch out, these guys are really fast. If you aren't careful, they'll just steamroll you. As you can see, he's just far too fast for me. I barely made it out of that situation alive. Honestly, I'm surprised I made it. Alright, I think for this specific episode, I think I'm going to get to the door of the Taurus Demon and get chucked in the face with a fireball. Or I could like die right now. If I die before I get to the Taurus Demon, then I guess I'll end the episode there and just cry a bit. I also got the Master Key, which is another item that is really useful, but I don't know. In terms of this game, I know that the hardcore community is like, oh, you're doing the most ideal way. That means you're the worst. Well, no. I never really understood that. I like doing the best way possible. I don't like making things overly difficult on myself unless it's funny. Like, I remember back when I was playing this game basically 24/7 instead of actually doing schoolwork like I should have been. I created a character named Fist McPunchy, and I only used Sastises, I think that's what they're called. Anyway, they're basically just leather boxing gloves with metal studs throughout the entire game. But you know what? It wasn't as hard or terrible as I thought it would be. But that was really fun. I also didn't wear a shirt because I wanted to be like an old-timey boxer. The only thing missing from this game for that was a old-timey handlebar mustache. Alright. Alright, once I get my preferred weapon, I'll deal with a nightmare that lies beyond that door. But until then, I really just do not want to deal with that man. For those of you that know this game, which I know I keep saying a lot, which I don't know, if it's annoying, then oh well. But those of you that know what's down there know the struggle. At least the first time you encountered that monster. I know he really roasted my potatoes a few times when I first faced him. But I feel like I feel fairly confident that I could kill him, but not want to have to do it with his axe. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna end the first... I don't know if I'm gonna make a series on this. I'm gonna just end this video here. Alright, well, see ya.